Jay Lang.
Yo, it's your boy Jay Lang. Hey, check this out. If you're a business owner, if you know some type of artist that wants some exposure, tell them hit me up in my DM or call me on my phone 662-392-6318 and we can work something out so we can get you exposed. What's up, y'all? Y'all tuned in with your boy Jay Lang. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me. You could have been doing anything, but you took time to check out my show. Today we got a special guest. We got Detrick Munford with us. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How about you, Jay?
I'm all right. I really appreciate you coming through. Man, we're going to start. Let the people know about you. Where you from?
Hey, my name is Detrick Munford. I'm originally from Miller City, Mississippi.
Miller City. So where's Miller City?
Miller City is going to be down 49 south, about 18 miles out of Greenwood on the north side.
So you was born and raised in Miller City?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Miller City.
Okay.
And, I moved to Greenwood when I was 14 after the death of my mother.
So what are some things that you used to do when you was young?
I love basketball and sports. I loved it all day, every day.
So you played in a high school sport?
You know what? I can, by that time I was 8th grade, my mother died. And so, I kind of lost interest in it. So I played on and off, quitting, and something I should have stuck with it.
What you do for a living?
Well, I'm a captain at the Greenwood Fire Department, and I'm also a deputy warden at the Mississippi Department of Correction at Parchment, Mississippi.
Okay, so what inspired you to be a fireman?
What inspired me to be a fireman, I was working in the factory. That's what inspired me. I was working at Irving Automotive or in the industrial park. I worked over there. I said I couldn't do that too long. That just wasn't me sitting in one spot.
And what type of work did you do at Irving?
I was a material handler.
Okay, it was a pretty hard job.
It wasn't pretty hard, but I just didn't foresee taking care of no kids there. Due to the pay rate.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you saw the fire department as being a better opportunity.
Yes, sir. So I got out, put in applications at the Greenwood Fire Department, police department, put them everywhere. And the fire department so happened to call me first. And I went, took a shot, talked to them, took a shot at it, and started my career.
Okay, so how long you been a fireman now?
October the 2nd of this year will give me 22 calendar years.
Oh, okay. And how many years does it take for the fireman to retire?
It takes 25 years, but I have all my time together next year in March. March of 23, I have 25 total years of service.
How is that? You said you worked 22 years, so how you gonna have 25?
Because when you work a state job, that's part of the benefits. When you don't misuse your sick leave and your vacation, you can roll that over and towards your retirement. I didn't misuse my vacation and sick leave.
Okay, so what are some of the things that you had to do to join the fire department? Like, is it some type of physical activity you had to do?
Yes, when I started, we did a 1.5 mile run, dummy drag, do a little agility test. Then we also took a written test. And that major, make sure you ain't have any felonies or a high school diploma or a GED. That's all you needed at the time.
So what are some of the hardest things that you ever had to do at the fire department?
We had two brothers that died of death about a year apart, and they from Miller City. And the first one was when I first started, and that kind of hit me pretty hard because I knew the guy. Then about a year or two later, his brother died in a trailer house fire over there on Scott Street. That kind of hurted me. So that's one of the hardest things that I encountered since I've been there.
So you encountered a fire experience with someone that you personally knew. So let's talk about the correction office. How long you been doing that?
I started at Mississippi Department of Correction in 2008. I started over there part-time. I got over there, got with some good people over there, and they trained me, and I actually liked it, loved my job. And then, so I just took it out.
And how long you said you been there?
Since 2008.
2008, okay. So what are some of the toughest things you had to do there?
It's challenging every day. Every day it's something different every day. And the toughest thing is you going to, like I said, just like the fire department, you going over there and you have to do disciplinary on someone that you know or you actually grew up with. That's kind of hard. But hey, it's a job. You got to do your job. You have to do your job.
Oh, okay, so it's a lot of familiar faces in there.
Yeah,
What does it take to be a correction officer?
Just 18 years of age, a high school diploma, GED, no felony, no domestic violence.
Oh.
They still complete the training academy.
Why do you think so many young people are in there nowadays? It's like they glorify going to prison or jail.
Man, our young people, what you have to do is our young people find people to look up to, and those are the people they consider their role model. We as black men, we have to find someone that's doing something positive as a role model and kind of mold ourselves after them instead of these people. Because you can do a good life without doing anything illegal.
Who did you have as a role model?
And I had plenty. When I first started with my uncle. When my mother died, my uncle, he got me. He turned me around, he turned my feet around, put me on solid ground. He told me he wasn't gonna have that. He laid the rule down, his foundation. He worked 2 or 3 jobs. He took care of his family. He took care of me. And man, I salute him for today for this. We talk every day. I check on him. Then when I get to the fire department, it was this guy named Detrick Munford. Detrick Munford, you know what I'm saying? When I first met him, I loved the way he did things. He operated. He worked at 2 jobs. He took care of his family, spent time with his kids, and he just was a role model that I had. Then I came around. You had older guys. You had like the Willie Cokers, the Lively Grayson. Even though we bump heads a lot of time, but I kind of like some things that he did, and some things I didn't approve of. You have to remember our people that are doing good. You don't have to look at nobody in the streets and try to mold yourself after them.
You're also in the military, right?
Yes.
How long you been active in the military?
I joined the military in March 31st, 1999. My cousin, he was active duty, military. He came home. I thought that joker was clean, boy, and he did things the right way. So he was another one of my role models. Actually, I consider him as a brother.
Man, you chose some dangerous careers. Fire department, correction officer, and then you're in the Army.
Yeah.
So how many years you say you was in the Army?
I'm 23 years in the reserve.
So you still active right now?
Still active reserve.
Oh, so you got enough time to retire right there.
I have no time to retire. Actually, my contract ended in 23, March 30th, 23. I don't know if I'm realistic at this point or not, but more likely I will do 6 more.
So would you advise a teenager just getting out of high school to join the military?
Yes, you need that discipline. You need that discipline. You know what I'm saying? You need every teenager, especially male, needs some discipline. Your mama gonna tell you yes, yes, or daddy might tell you yes. The military not gonna tell you that.
You got any kids?
Yeah, I got 2 boys.
How old are they?
16 and 13.
Were they playing in sports?
My oldest son, he loves sport. That's all he want to do sport. My baby boy, he'll play around with sport, but he more academic. He very sharp.
Okay, so you stay on. You put the Army rules on the fire department.
Keep my foot on the neck all the time because I know what's out there.
Right.
Just let me. Like I tell them, you let me leave, man, you gonna be all right. I done knocked my head enough for every child in Greenwood.
How important do you think a father is in a kid's life?
Man, it's very important, man. It's very important. Like I said, my father died when I was 6 years. My father died when I was 6, and my mother died when I was 14. A child gonna look for his father to be there, no matter what. If the father is there, the child gonna go harder. He gonna play harder. He gonna do better in school. If the father act like he's concerned about it, so that make the child concerned. And man, that's very important, man. And we got to lead. We're gonna have to lead by example. Cause kids, they watch everything. They watch everything. So we have to lead by example.
Hypothetically speaking, if you had a baby mother, the child calls you, he tells you that he's hungry, he wants some McDonald's. She got other kids. What you gonna do?
The way I was raised and brought up, I make sure that I take care of everybody. If I had it, I take care of everybody. And if I didn't have to take care of everybody, I wouldn't do it for my son at that moment, because that's hurting. You sitting there eating in front of other kids and they ain't got nothing to eat. That's just my opinion. And especially if they not disrespect for nothing. I gotta take care of them, man. You know, you're gonna get your blessing back when you do the right thing. Trust me, I know that. You're gonna get your blessing back.
What's your opinion on a trade versus education?
I take that nowadays everybody need a trade. You know, you got people out here making more money doing in trade work than they're doing going to school with a degree. And you know, if you got a degree, you don't have to stack up all those student loans, which is gonna hurt you in the long run. But versus you go to high school, knowing college not for you, go and get your trade, join the military or something. So once you do that, you know that trade gonna make you some money, and versus that degree where you just stacked up and you might not get no job in your field.
What are some trades that you think are pretty good?
What I learned is you have to sit back and see what's really going on, what's really doing good right now. So electrical, truck driving, welding, you know, those specialties, man, them top dollar specialties.
And right now with this heat going on, you know HVAC.
HVAC with
for
this heat.
Sure.
Cause get what? As soon as it get hot, them units working too hard, they going out.
Yeah. Give me your take on this. Do you think it's okay for a woman to approach a man?
If a woman approach a man, it's some she see in that man. She knowing he got some money, some benefits or something. You know, I think a man should approach a woman. So that's my honest opinion.
So you think women only approach a man if he got money?
That's just my opinion. You have me my opinion now. Ain't no woman going after no man, man.
So they go after a man, in your eye, they're gold digger.
Man, they gold digger, man. They going after some money, man. They know you got some money or you got some benefits and you got something going on for yourself.
So you don't think it's just sheer interest, or you know, she might just think he handsome or whatever, but being handsome and stuff ain't gonna keep no relationship, is it?
No, not these days. It ain't about that though, boo.
Yeah, that's old with. It's elementary.
That's elementary, baby.
Right, they want no bill paid.
That hustle is before the kids. When you get all them kids, then
For real. That hustle stuff out the door. I ain't lying. I interviewed Chris Glass a couple weeks ago, and I asked him, what kind of advice would you give to a man that's about to pop the questions?
I'm a country boy. Hey, I'm checking out the mama, the mama, the daddy. All that's important, man. The woman you ask the woman to marry her, I want to check on her mama, her daddy, see how she was brought up. You know, that for real. And make sure that woman's stable, man. Well, check that woman history. Vice versa, man too. I'm not just saying a woman, but check that man, see what's going on with him, man.
So what you mean by checking the mama and the daddy? What you mean by that?
I want to see how her mama treated her daddy. I want to see how her daddy treated her mama. See how her mama treated her dad, and 9 times out of 10, this is how she gonna treat you. And how if her daddy treated her mama good, them the expectations she gonna have out of you.
So the whole saying, like the apple don't fall
too far from the tree.
Okay. I like that concept.
So if that woman, if she was brought up not used to cooking and cleaning and wasn't brought up around it, she not gonna don't expect her to do it when you get married.
Yeah, because a ring don't change nothing.
The ring don't change nothing but the name.
You said check her, make sure she's stable. What you mean by she's being stable?
Okay, if it's not a woman that you coming up through high school with and y'all first starting out, you pretty not gonna know. But if you catching a woman jumping from job to job and ain't nothing to that, you know, a woman pretty much won't need to be stable. A man also, you see what I'm saying? We need to be stable. Jumping from job to job, I mean, that's a sign you'll quit anything. And if things going wrong in a relationship, you just gonna quit. You know, when things get bad, you know, you just can't run.
Are you married?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so what made you pop the question?
Man, her mama was good to me. Her mama was good, I mean, not to me, but her mama was good to her daddy. She was a country girl. She was a country girl also. And, you know, she ain't with all that old materialistic stuff, none of that. She want to work hard, have things, she got the same common goal that I have. We want to work hard, have things, take care of the kid. It ain't perfect now, but hey, I ain't finna trade it.
Okay, understood. So y'all got common goals, so both of y'all are driven. Y'all want to have things. Y'all know ain't nobody gonna give you nothing, so you got to work.
You got to work for it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You most definitely gonna work, man. You got, 3, 4, 5 jobs. Man.
Man, ain't nobody gonna give you nothing, man. You got to go get it, man.
Yeah, so at the fire department, y'all get pretty close up there, don't it? Like real brotherhood, the camaraderie.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you said how long you been there again?
I've been there 22 years.
22 years. So if something happened to you today, like I mean, you stuck on the side of the road, God forbid that you be stuck on the side of the road or anything like that happened to you, but who would you be able to call?
Oh, I got three of them I can call.
Who?
They coming. Kerry Hayes just retired. Kerry Hayes, Willie Coker, and Charles Cooley. Charles Cooley might cut me out though, but he coming. He gonna cut me out, but he coming. Hey, I can bet on him.
Yeah.
Man, we got some good guys, man, and we need some more. And if anybody out there, man, they're interested, come join us. You know, I promise you, this it's well worth it, man. At the end, don't listen to what other people say. It's well worth it in the end. I'll be 43. I can retire at 25. Can't too many people say that.
Yeah, right. I mean, you got what? The Army you can retire from.
Oh, I can retire from the Army and the state of Mississippi at 25 years.
Yeah, that's all right there. So tell me what you got planned for retirement. Tell me about this.
Man, listen, man, I'm telling you right here, I'm gonna cash in and give me a truck, man.
What kind of truck you thinking about getting?
18-wheeler or hot shot.
Okay, you trying to make that money.
I ain't no need of you sitting at home talking about you retired, just retire when there's some more money out there to go get legally.
Right.
We going to get it.
And you ain't got to be the one to drive. You can hire somebody to drive.
Somebody to drive.
Okay, that sounds good. You ain't got no type of trips you gonna take or nothing like that?
Oh man, I'm going across the world. Watch.
Any particular place?
Not. I just want to go to Jamaica or Hawaii, somewhere like
Why
that.
Jamaica?
Come on, man. I ain't never smoked there. I never smoked marijuana. I'm drug free.
Man, when this video get posted, man, you gonna have so many drugs. Oh, you like to smoke, don't you?
Listen, I ain't never smoked no drugs. But I gotta try. It gotta be a bucket list, baby.
Man, you crazy. Man.
I want to see what you're putting out.
God, dog. Dang, man. Yeah, man, you tripped, man. You got me tripped out. Yeah. Anything, man, you want to let the people know about you that you think people should know or you want them to know before we close?
No, not really. I'm an easygoing guy. You know, just love my kid. Make sure to try to guide these kids in the right way. And if you seen something belong to me out there going wrong, man, say handle it, man. Don't let it get too out of far. Then come call me. Oh, I knew they were doing it. No, you see my boy doing something wrong. Take care of it for me. Is anybody out there?
Man, you said a mouthful then.
Is anybody
like for real? They see your kids and they tell, I knew you were doing. I started to.
So,
why you started to? Go on, do it.
Go on, handle that for me. I ain't gonna be mad at you. I promise I ain't.
Yeah, me and LeVar, we was talking about that. Like we need to go back to the old school way where the community help raise the kids, but it's like the community are scared of the kids.
You're exactly right.
Because nowadays, these kids getting guns, and where these kids getting these guns from?
Let me tell you right here. This is a philosophy you. This stuff can be solved. Every neighborhood have what you call a person that run the area. If you roll down on them and tell them if they don't get this stuff straight, we going to build a case against you. I bet you them crimes going to decrease.
You trying to create some snitch.
Oh, if you do it wrong now, some robbing, killing in front of me, I'm going to tell it. I'm telling the world I'm going to tell it.
Hey, I forgot, man. You was also a police officer for a while, too. How was that?
Oh, man, it just was a dream come true. My daddy worked at the sheriff department. I always asked him, hey, you going to let me go with you that weekend? Nah, he said, I'll get you next time. Next time never came. So that just was like a dream to come true for me. To work at the police department. It wasn't about no money, wasn't making no lot of money. It wasn't even about that. It just, want to follow in your father's footsteps. And that's it. That's why I chose the field. And if I could change the hand back of time, that's probably what I would have leaned toward. But I don't regret the direction I went in because it was very rewarding. It had been very rewarding for me.
Okay, so what's the toughest thing you had to do on the job as being a police officer?
And you done seen a couple murders or whatever. You didn't actually witness the murder, but after it was over with, you seen a couple bodies laying out, and you like, man, this is really for you, man. you know, then it got to the point where, you know, you running behind these kids. You can't keep running behind the kids on the street and you lose your kid. So that was a choice I had to make.
Well, we gonna wrap it up. Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
Nah, I appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate you. Your Facebook page.
Detrick Munford. I just keep a little laughter, a little humor. That's all I be looking for. You know, a little funny.
Say Lang.
Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.